Meeting is now streaming. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining. Come on in. Come on into our amazing Healthy Talk Live. And while you guys are all joining and this is getting scheduled, let me share this out to a couple groups and share it out to a few of my team members so that they can get started as well. Give me 1 second and let me just share this. Please come in, say hi, let us know where you're joining in from, and then we'll get started in just a second. Well, after I share this out to a couple groups so that they can share with their teams and their prospects and so forth. Okay, so welcome and thank you for joining us on this first edition of Healthy Talk. And you guys, I am so excited to have my special guest on, and I'm going to introduce her shortly. So give me 1 second while I'm sharing this. Please say hi. Let me know you are. It's a Friday night, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And for all of those in the evening that are Eastern Time, I know it's about 7 o'clock your time. Let me continue to share this to a couple more groups. So give me 1 second. Okay, and then we will get started. Okay, 2 there. And then you guys can share it from there. Okay, so you guys, thank you for all joining. This Friday evening, like I said, to our first edition of Healthy Talk. I'm so excited to be partnering and have my special guest. Now, she did have a family emergency. She's taking care of her nephew who just had surgery, so she can't go live with her background, right? But she is on the phone with us. And so I want to introduce you to my great friend, Alicia Hawkins, that I have known since 2016. She is a certified health coach, a holistic health coach. And I met her back from, let me give you guys a backstory of how this came about, okay? So I met her back in 2016 in a previous company, and Alicia has changed my life, okay? And I'll tell you guys why. A lot of you guys have heard me with HBN lately. I give my testimony. You see me talk about black seed oil. And then I always say, oh, a friend of mine introduced me to black seed oil back in 2017. Well, this was her, okay? Alicia was the one who introduced me to black seed oil originally and told me about it. So Alicia, thank you so much for joining us. Say hi to everybody out there, and then we'll just begin. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Well, they can't respond back. Well, they can on text. If you guys can hear her clearly, go ahead and say yes in the comments. And the next show we do, hopefully we'll get her on video. So she's just going to be here on the phone. And so you guys, I'm excited. I've known her for quite a while. And like I said, I'm glad and honored that she came to partner with me with HBN. And we're going to do it like an interview style, because I don't know if you guys saw my life a little earlier. We were talking yesterday, and I was getting blown away by just hearing some of the stuff that she was talking about, right? So first of all, Alicia has been a certified holistic health coach for over 6 years. Like I said, I met her in a previous company, and that company didn't work in 2016. It didn't work out. We both left the company. And then since then, Alicia hadn't really done anything. She hadn't found anything that met her needs, right? So Alicia, I wanted to ask you, okay, as a certified health coach, right, or holistic health coach, why did you decide after, 2016 to now, that's been like 9 years or like 3 years, why did you decide on HBN? So what's your why, and what caught your attention with coming into HBN?
Okay, so the main thing that caught my attention was natural and organic. And then I looked at manufacturing, I looked at shipping locations, and I said, this is economically sound. It's U.S. based. It's a family-owned company. The organic products and the way the ingredients are put together are sound. They provide less problems for you to have taking the supplements because it's all powder form. Plus, at the same time, with it being powder form, the absorption rate is phenomenal. I mean, it's hurry up and get straight to the core of what's troubling you. So that was my reason, because I looked at a lot of companies, and I was tired of hearing about a pill. This pill is too big. I don't like the aftertaste. Plus, at the same time, a lot of companies didn't share their manufacturing processes. A lot of companies were here and there in different locations all over the world, which didn't really measure up very well with me being a holistic health coach. I wanted something that was more sound with organic processes, natural processes, because everyone can't do organic, but most people can do natural and they can understand natural better. So when I looked at HBN, I thought about it. I watched Ann for a few weeks and I kept thinking about it. I prayed on it and I felt like this is economically sound because it's not just about weight loss. It's about your mind, body, and your soul. So that spoke volumes to me.
Awesome. Awesome. And you said a couple key things. Now, you guys, I was interviewing her last night, so we were going over what we're going to ask. Something that I said, she was teaching me some stuff. She started to talk about how you said, Alicia, when you started to look at my site on HBN, you were going, and what was the first thing you said you look for in any company with their products?
Ingredients.
And what did you find with HBN ingredients? Because you said some pretty powerful stuff to me last night about
the combination of ingredients were just amazing, because that meant that someone who had a holistic or a Ayurvedic background took the time to formulate the supplements. Someone who really knew something about supplements took the time to formulate them. A lot of companies, they just go off of one thing that they believe is great. Let's just say a certain type of mushroom, a reishi mushroom. So they go with the reishi mushroom, but they don't even compile the proper ingredients for it to be as effective. So when I looked at HBN and I went to Ann's site and I looked and I said, okay, ashwagandha, my God. I said turmeric, my God. Coconut. I was over the top with those three just by themselves because of the healing properties right just from them. I knew she had discussed black seed oil, so I'm very familiar with black seed oil. I'm familiar with a lot of them, but with the ingredients of ashwagandha, turmeric, and coconut, I said, this is it. The brain is going to be fine. The body is going to be fine. The heart is going to be fine. This is powerful.
That's amazing.
I was sold, and I'm not easily sold. I'm very detailed. I'm very analytical, and I could be somewhat critical. And you know that.
Right.
We had that with the other company. So at this point, I didn't have anything critical to say. The more I kept reading, and I kept saying, who are they for real? Who is this? Where did they come from? And I just kept looking and kept reading, and I said, again, it's not promoting a detox tea to lose 15 pounds of excess water weight and then gain it back, and you don't even feel good with it. These products are going to increase your ability to function, mind, body, and soul. It's going to increase your brain level. It's going to increase your antioxidant level. It's going to decrease inflammation. It's going to have you sleeping when you don't even think that you can go to sleep because you're not used to sleeping restful and peaceful at night. So it causes a surge of something in your body over a period of time that's going to make you think, oh, I don't feel bad anymore. You're going to start feeling so good until you're going to forget about how bad you used to feel.
Wow. And that's powerful, because here was something that was funny. She was talking to me and she said, yeah, your products have ashwagandha in it last night. And I said, we do? And I had to literally, because, it's detailed, right? Like for me, I'm a graphic designer in my natural field. When I see the design, I can critique it. Well, just like that, because she's a holistic health coach, she knows ingredients. So she knows what to look for and how to look for and what they do, right? So when she told me about the ashwagandha, I literally went online and I said, which product has it? And she went and told me, the body, mind, and soul, and it had this and that. And I was like, oh my God, that's why I was saying I was blown away, just because, see, I don't know the key things to look for, right? And she did. She knew what to look for, what to tell me. And she was telling me so many things and the benefits of the products, right? And there, I mean, we can go on. We're going to do this series. We're going to start doing these weekly because she can break them down. And we do want to feature black seed oil today, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. But something that you said, Alicia, about HBN, that they're not in pill form, which is great because of the absorption rate, and how we have powders and we have liquids. Currently, we do not have anything that you have to take a pill. But you said something to me last night, because when I asked you, what's the benefit, so people know, from taking products out there that are pills versus taking like liquids and powders. And you said something that I told you, oh my God, I totally had that happen. I can't remember even what it was called. So tell them about that.
So any types of products that you take in a pill form, your absorption rate is not 100%. So if you're taking a vitamin, and let's just say you're taking a vitamin C, and you're taking 5,000 milligrams, and it's a pill form, it breaks down it has to go through a series of digestive breakdown. So it's a step by step by step. So by the time it fully breaks down, it has only broken down 30% in your body. It's only going into your bones, not your cells. Bones do not heal. Cell activation heals. Wow. So the powder and liquid forms attacks the cells before they even are produced. So if there's any cells that's being generated in your body due to poor diet or any type of medication, this product starts attacking it. It's like it's an activation. It combats it. It's almost like you're throwing bombs at it and saying, "Whoop, get that. Yep, you gone. Bye. Leave. You're gone. Move out the way, devil. You're alive. Move." So this is what liquid products do. This is what powder products do, because it's at the cellular level. It alkalines your body. So when it alkalines, it's filtrating all the way through. So even after it hits the cells, it stays in there where it's lurking around. When you take a pill form and it's broken down, you're absorbing 30% is going to your body. So that's why 2 days later, you still have a cold, or that flu still came down upon you. You still have a runny nose, because nothing really absorbed. Nothing really happened. Because vitamin C, again, too, you pee it out. So it goes right away. So you really didn't absorb anything. You really didn't build up your immune system to fight anything. These products fight the cells and fight the processes that's going on, that's trying to destroy you, that's trying to cause you to have an upset stomach, that's causing you to have a migraine headache. It's looking. So what's going on with these type of products, a lot of them work in composition with one another. Okay? So let's say ashwagandha. Ashwagandha, it has a lot of properties that it takes care of. But if your main problem is depression or anxiety, that's what it's going to attack.
Wow.
If 80% of your problem is anxiety and depression, it's going to attack that. If a small percentage is, you don't sleep, it's going to help with that, because it's going to calm and soothe. But if all of your problem is sleeping, you're not sleeping well, it's going to feed that part of you. So this is what these type of products do. They absorb and they attack where it's needed.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, let me just step in real quick. At HBN, we don't make no medical claims, right? But we're just
right. That's right.
What these herbs can do. And she's saying that the combination that the formulator, Alexandra Brighton, she is a Ayurvedic formulator, and she's formulated all of our products, right? So it's not like a lot of MLM companies use third-party private label companies or whatever, right? And basically other companies could have them. Here we have somebody, like she said, that really researched, that really knew what they were doing to say, how do we combine these so they can have the most optimal use and benefit for a person, right? But like I said, we don't make no medical claims, but our products do have amazing stuff. And that's an amazing answer. I didn't even know that pills only absorb at like 30%. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. I did some research. I want to say about 20 years ago, everyone, you run and go take a flu shot. And I said, I'm not going to do a flu shot because I get the flu. I get the flu. I'm not going to take a flu shot.
Right.
So I started doing research and I said, okay, I got like $600 worth of vitamins on my kitchen counter and nothing's working. I still get an ear infection. I still got an upper respiratory infection. I'm still in the bed sick with the fever. So what is going on? So I started Googling and I went in and I kept saying, okay, well, what? And I said, so it's not absorbing. And I got to thinking, I said, what happens? I said, okay, it's not absorbing. So I went through the whole breakdown of how it hits your body, how it goes through because your gut, everything goes there and it digests in your gut, right? So it has to filter through. And if your gut has, let's say you have a stomach issue, you have a problem with your stomach. So that's the problem. It stopped it from moving because at that time I had an ulcer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if your gut is unhealthy, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to move. Even your medication. That's why a lot of people, that's on prescription medicine, they go every 3 months and the doctor increases it or they change it to something else because it's not working, because it's not going to the core, which is the gut. Right. Disease starts in the gut. The disease starts, 80% starts in your gut. So if your gut is not healthy, if you're complaining constantly about stomach problems or you're not feeling well, your stomach is upset, we have to get to the core of that issue so that you can address the other issues. So until the gut is taken care of, you will not be properly aligned. But these herbs, these herbs, what they do is they circle around. What I love is that, they circle around like they're circling the globe. So they circle around and they're looking for that time when you did right for a whole week. And they say, wow, okay, she's changing. So then they start moving toward increasing whatever level that needs to be increased, whether it's your digestive system that's a problem, whether it's you have cognitive functions with brain fog. It starts lurking, it starts moving around, and it's like a gift that's sitting there to just be unwrapped. Wow. It's waiting for you to open it, and then it just moves slowly within you.
Wow, that's crazy. That's why, guys, we promote our movement is plants over pills, right? Because pills don't do nothing. It's just like a cover up. And like she said, your body adjusts to it. And so then now they need to give you a higher dose. So you're not really getting to the root of the problem. And, you guys all know I'm a believer too. And you know what? Everywhere in the Bible says you got to get to the root of the problem, right? So if
you got to get a root,
you can't get to the
and these problems, ashwagandha, it's a root. It's a root. It comes from a root. Turmeric comes from a root.
Right.
So all of these are grounded. So the more grounded your diet, the more aligned you're going to become. And when you become aligned, your health improves. When your overall health improves, if you have eyesight, your vision is going to improve. When you have overall health issues, even again with depression, your depression, you're going to become stronger in that area. Your backbone is going to snap, and you're going to feel better. You're going to feel stronger. You're not going to feel the tightness and the swelling that you feel sometimes when you wake up in the mornings or when you didn't get enough sleep. You're going to be wide open. You're going to, I have to say this because when I first started taking black seed oil, and then I was taking ashwagandha because I had a death in the family. And my family was looking at me because this was a very emotional death for me. And I'm an emotional person. So they're looking at me like, okay, is something wrong? I mean, do we need to take her to the emergency room? Because she's just sitting there quiet, calm, and relaxed. And I said, I'm fine. They kept saying, no, you're not fine. So finally, my sister said, what is going on with you? You know, she said, well, you need to give everybody in the house some of what you've been taking. And I said, black seed oil and ashwagandha. And they were like, well, we need some of ashwagandha and whatever that other thing is that you said, because if this has you calm, we need to buy stock in the market of it, and we need to, you know. So what? I mean, how can we get this? You know. And so once I told them, and I had some in my purse. I said, I actually keep stuff like this in my purse.
Right.
And so my sister, she took a little bit of the black seed oil, and I had ashwagandha. And she called me like 6 or 7 hours later after we left, and she said, I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm exhausted. She said, but I haven't slept like this, and I don't think ever.
Wow. Right. Wow. And you guys, let's intro on the black seed oil. I had not even heard of black seed oil. And let me tell you, I gave you a little backstory how I've known Alicia. What happened was, and you guys, some of you have heard my story also, because I've said this on live several times. And I always mention a friend who told me about black seed oil, and that was Alicia, right? So she kind of saved my life, and I'll tell you why. Back at the end of 2017, it was December, Christmas Eve. You know, I was feeling sluggish year of 2017, horrible, miserable, this and that. And I did a live, and I was like, oh my gosh, my blood sugars were 430, and I didn't even know they were that high. And Alicia took the initiative to inbox me. Now I knew she was a health coach, but I didn't even talk to her because I was in 17. We didn't talk for like a while here and there, because that last company we did was 16 and that didn't work out, right? So she inboxes and said, Anne-Marie, you're in very, danger. Your sugars are really high. You can die. You can go into a coma. And I was like, what? Like, I had no idea, because the doctors had never diagnosed me with being diabetic, right? And so she goes, go get you some black seed oil. So at the time, I was just buying some product off of Amazon. I started looking up, she said, get some turmeric. She said, cinnamon. So I did. I followed her instructions and just taking this stuff. So now let's fast forward. I started it in January because it was the end of Christmas. So I ordered it, obviously. It came in January. I started the black seed oil in January. My blood sugars levels from over 430 have dropped to under 200 points. Now, it's still a work in progress. It's been a year and a half, but I've not taken any medication. And so when I got introduced to HBN, at first I was like, oh no, it's just another CBD company. And then I saw the black seed oil, and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait, you guys got black seed oil? I was like, are you kidding me? And I was like, sold, right? And I think that's where Alicia, I would see her hopping up on some of my lives, and I knew she was done. Like, okay, let's talk about this. Alicia hadn't done anything for 3 years. What did you tell me, Alicia, on the phone when I asked you, hey, what have you been doing? And what did you tell me? Tell them what your response to me about MLM, our network marketing.
Yeah, I was done. After 2016, I was done. I was totally done. I was not interested in any other MLM company. I was not even interested in anyone that I knew that was part of MLM. My inbox, I had to almost turn it off for a while because I was getting flooded with inbox messages. Try this. I mean, even to the point where there were some people saying, I'll pay for you to join, and and I'll help you get set up and blah blah this. And I said, no, I'm done. I'm really done. I said, because other companies, it's all about money. It's all about showing off. You lost weight. My focus is overall mind, body, and spirit. My focus it extends more than just you, your husband, your girlfriends, it's about overall health for your family. And that starts with you all the way down to your children. Because if you can teach your children or show your children how amazing you can feel and how amazing things can taste once you get used to changing certain things, your kids are going to promote it.
Right.
And guess what? If they promote it, you're gonna make money. So you don't have to push people to do anything. You just be a product of the product. Also learn, like Ann and I talked about. I want to teach you guys how quickly and easily you can get someone to sign up or to follow you or even try the product if you just give them 2 or 3 ingredients. You know, you don't, like she said, we don't make any claims again it's going to heal you. But if you can speak about ashwagandha, and you can talk about how ashwagandha has helped you to sleep, and you can talk about how your anxiety level is low because of ashwagandha, you know, that's huge, because it's a bunch of crazy people. I mean, probably 90% of America is insane to some extent.
Are there sleep deprived?
I mean, to some extent, you know, even myself. That's why, you know, I'm a holistic health coach, so I know the product. I know when I wake up in the mornings how my spirit feels a certain way. If my spirit is tarnished by something that I had a dream about, I pray about it and I released it, okay? If it's tarnished by, you know, it could have been I was somewhere that something didn't agree with me, you know, because I'm real sensitive to things because my body is in an alkaline mode. So if it didn't agree with me, I may wake up feeling a certain way. And then I diagnosed and I said, you know what? It's just I need to drink water. I need to take my turmeric. I need to take ashwagandha. You know, I'm going to make me a green smoothie, and I'm going to be good to go. So in 30 minutes, I'm going to be good to go. You know, I even know that, like with the turmeric and the ashwagandha, if you mix it with a little celery juice, if you have a migraine headache, it's gone. It's gone in 30 minutes. Drink it. It's gone.
And that's amazing because our mind, body, and soul have those ingredients in them.
Yeah.
And so it's really great that they can do that. And I know you were talking about mixing that stuff in the smoothies and green juices and stuff because you eat very healthy as well, right? Now let's talk about this. Was funny. Okay, I was cracking up last night. Alicia is an expert when it comes to I think like black seed oil, right? She knows all the health benefits of it. And she says to me something. She says, well, you know, black seed oil is in the Bible. And, you know, and I'm a believer, right? And I'm a believer, I'm like, yes. And I'm like, what do you mean? And so she goes, yeah, go look it up. So here I go on Google, blah, blah, black seed oil. Well, see, I knew about black seed oil, but I didn't know the other name called cumin was black seed oil. Mm-hmm. So we go and Google it, and sure enough, it's in the Bible about cumin. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is like the holy of holy herbs, right? Along with like frankincense and stuff like that, and all these things that you see,
right,
herbs and stuff in the Bible. So that was amazing to learn that. It's like, you know how they say you learn something new every day. I totally learned that because I had not known that it was in the Bible. So it was just funny. So tell me, is there a difference? Because here's my thing, and I want you to educate people. I thought, before I got into HBN and I started seeing the names, I thought black seed oil was a different product than cumin. So touch the bases on that for people who might think that, or they see it, you know what I mean?
Well, see, it's a derivative, you know, it's a derivative of it. So it's a combination of it. So when you extract it out, you are extracting the black seed, the seed, because it is a black seed, okay? So then when a lot of times when you see curcumin or cumin, you're going to see it with black pepper, okay? Oh, yeah. Because the black pepper is a seed, so it activates it. So when you're doing black seed by itself, most of the time you won't see it that has the ingredient black pepper. And see what black pepper does, black pepper coats the stomach, and it's like black. I shouldn't even go there, but I'm gonna go there. You may not have ever heard it. It's black charcoal. So black charcoal, charcoal is good for settling an upset stomach. It's also good for indigestion. So if you're taking the cumin and you're not taking it as a black seed formula, you must buy it with black pepper, with the black pepper ingredient in it. So our product is black seed by itself. So it's perfectly fine. It might even have a little bit of black pepper for people who are oversensitive in their stomach.
Right. And that's pretty cool that you said charcoal, because we do have our bar soaps that comes with, has charcoal in it, right? And so we have a body bar that they can use for your hair and your body, and it has charcoal. We have like 4 of them. There's like a lavender, there's a hemp one, and I forget what the other one is. I have to look it up. But yeah, so I mean, we have a lot of really good ingredients in our products, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
so just shortly, I mean, we were talking last night, okay, and we were saying, wow, there's a lot of benefits. But Alicia, just really quickly on black seed oil, what are some of the key benefits for people considering black seed oil or wanting to know about why it's better? Like we hear some people saying black seed oil is better than CBD. So touch on a little
Okay.
bit on that.
So inflammation, for one. CBD has not been around as long as black seed oil, and I'm sold on it. It's in the Bible, so it was when Christ was walking the earth. So you can't tell me that CBD is a derivative made of something else together, which is I don't have a problem with it. It's just that black seed oil, it stemmed from the root. It stemmed from the Bible. It came across because of the healing properties, because of 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago, before when Christ was walking the earth. So that holds volume to me. When you come up with a man-made something that was created after I was born, because I'm 60, I'm 60, so you created something after I was born. Okay, I'll take a look at it. That's it. I will take a look at it. I will evaluate it. I will promote it if needed. But I'm going to always go back to black seed oil because it has history.
Right.
It has history. And when you have something that has history, what we're supposed to do with history is we're supposed to take it and reactivate it back into society. If we started using things that were from years ago and reintroducing it back into society, we would be better off. Like just let's say, for instance, charcoal. It was created a long time ago. It was a rock. It started as a rock formation, okay, in caveman days, okay. So it was it was used for many things. It was healing because if you had upset stomach. It was also used as a detox to detox impurities out of your skin. So that's why it's good for you to bathe with. And so it's going to make your skin smooth and silky. The other thing, if you don't even have health problems or any issues, guess what? Yes, you do. Every single person on this earth has some problems, whether you take a medication for it or you don't, whether you take vitamins or you don't. We need to. Supplements are needed because the environment is polluted with toxins every quarter. Every quarter. That's why things have changed. People are getting sick with diseases that they can't even name anymore because the world is being filled with so many different toxins. There are about 1 million toxins that are produced every quarter. That's why detoxing on a quarterly basis is absolutely necessary.
Right.
That's why drinking lots of water is absolutely necessary. That's why taking these supplements is absolutely necessary. But more importantly, if you have no issues, if someone says, my nails are brittle, my hair doesn't grow, my skin is real dry, guess what? Since I've been taking black seed oil, I don't hardly even use my moisturizer anymore. I pretty much stopped using the moisturizer, some years ago, because it helps moisturize your skin. It helps your nails to grow. It helps your hair to grow. So if you have problems with any of those areas, that's enough. If you have an ear infection, you go and you get these drops that you're getting from the doctor's office. All you need to do is heat you up a little black seed oil, put a couple drops in your ear, and guess what? Tomorrow morning you wake up, you can talk.
Well,
your ears are not bothering you.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Wow. See, she's just got.
you can do that. Yeah. So you do that, and you're fine. And then if you're prone to that in the winter season, just do it as a precaution. Black seed is something that you can take daily because it's a preventive measure. All of these products pretty much are a preventive measure. So you can't overdose. You're not going to overdose with them. You're not going to overdose with them. So they're not going to harm you because it's all natural. It's coming from the earth. And the person that formulated this process, they knew it. HBN knew all of this. You know, HBN knew all of this. That's why we have to promote. We have to promote plants, not pills.
Right.
We have to promote plants, not synthetic. We have to promote HBN, not CVS.
CVS, I like that.
You know,
Not
yeah.
CVS. Oh, Jesus.
Not CVS. You know, we do.
So true, though.
You know, it's true. You know, people will say, well, I have to go to CVS. I got to go pick up my metformin, whatever. You better go get you some black seed oil off HBN. You don't need metformin for your diabetes. Take you some black seed oil.
Right, and I've heard people who
and I want everybody to understand that, you know, I'm very direct. You can ask me anything. I don't get offended because I know what I know because I'm constantly in it. I research and I'm constantly in it. You know, it's funny that we're even talking about this because I was looking online earlier today to become certified in Ayurvedic medicine.
Oh yeah, that would be another one on top of that.
Yeah, awesome. that's another thing because it goes deeper into healing properties into your body. You know, it causes you to be able to recreate. Get this. It causes you to recreate your brain cells. Do you know these products are good for dementia?
Yes, I was reading that.
It's good for dementia. Do you know mind is good for dementia? It lessens the impact. So if you have an elderly parent or grandparent or a relative, you know, just, you know, mix it in some juice or coffee or whatever, you know, or, you know, something you can do, you know, you can eat, you know, you can even use the powder if you're making scrambled eggs or make an omelet. I tried that. I mixed it in there, made an omelet. No one would know.
Right.
That's you just awesome. Use it. So become creative in what you're doing. You know, become creative. You know, if you have a group, you know, if you're in church and you have a group of people that's you know, that's always talking about something hurting them, you know, present this to them. Present one thing, you know, and basically the economical side of it is that if you had to go and buy ashwagandha, turmeric, coconut, black seed oil separately, frankincense, myrrh, any of these products if you had to go and buy each one of these separately, guess what? Because of the way different manufacturers manufacture things, you may have to take the ashwagandha by, you know, whoever with food. You may have to take the frankincense 3 hours after you take the ashwagandha. You may have to take the black seed oil 6 hours after.
Right.
But this formulation lets you be able to take it all together. I mean, because again, when I first started taking ashwagandha, you know, I like to take all of my supplements first thing in the morning.
Right.
I want to be through and done. So ashwagandha said, okay, well, you have to wait 2 or 3 hours after you take your black seed oil. And I said, okay, this is not going to work for me. I'm taking these back to the store. I can't do that.
Right, because there's certain times you got to do it. So that makes sense. And you know what? One thing that comes to my mind when you're saying that, if you had to buy all these ingredients separately, I'm sure it would be very expensive. The thing I like
it would be very expensive. I mean, I
very affordable.
I mean, before I started looking at the economical side of it and started looking at how things could work together, I would spend about $400 a month.
Wow.
On my supplement. And let's just talk about that a minute. Why? You know, somebody said, well, if you're doing green smoothies and you're doing green juice, why are you taking these supplements? Because I can't get everything because we're exposed to toxins in our car, toxins on the street, toxins when we walk in the places. I want to be toxic free.
Amen.
As much as I possibly can. As much as I possibly can. So the supplements enhance you. So use that as your motivation. It's an enhancement supplement. It's an enhancement benefit.
This is so good, you guys. Preventative stuff, enhancing your life. And like she said, let's touch on some key things. She said, you can think that there's nothing wrong with you. You can think that you're healed, right? But you got stuff in you. Alicia, tell them, you made me bust up laughing last night when you were talking about something about donuts.
Okay. So yes.
Because you were talking about go ahead.
So we prepare for so many things. We prepare to go to a concert. We prepare, and what really gets me, I mean, like, so last Sunday I'm getting to church early, and I'm looking across the street, and I'm like, I said, oh hell, the donut shops usually are open Monday through Friday, so now they're open on Sundays, really, and there's one right across the street from church. So you're gonna go over there, and they're getting donuts and orange juice. So they got 1,000 calories of a donut and an orange juice. So that's about 200 milligrams of sugar. Wow. And then they go into church and say they heard the word. No, you didn't. But you had brain fog from the sugar. No, you didn't.
Sugar.
You didn't hear the word. You didn't hear the word. You heard something, but you didn't hear it because you couldn't apply it. And the reason why you couldn't apply it is because your brain went over to like a semi-comatose sleep mode. Your eye quivered a little bit because you were too relaxed. When you're in church and you're hearing the word, you're not going to be relaxed. You're not going to be sitting there like you, so that sugar, so if you're going to prepare yourself, prepare to help yourself. Prepare to heal. You know, don't dress up on the outside and then look like junk on the inside.
Right. That's so powerful.
Dress that up. Yeah.
I love it. Oh my God. That was so good. Okay, let me see what time we're on. We're going to already 40 minutes or so. I don't want to go too long. Alicia, you are so awesome. You're so amazing, you guys. I hope this really helped you and educated you. Alicia and I have partnered, and I'm excited that she came to me and she decided to join HBN. And like she said, she has been in HBN for about a couple weeks now. And I was just sitting back and letting her do her thing. And then I said, you know, I'm here. It's God is moving, right? Because I was like, Lord, I just really need somebody that can educate and do this. And I reached out to her on Monday or Tuesday, and she said, you know, I was just praying for something to do this, because she's going to start doing like events, right, for herself speaking. So when I reached out to her about, you know, let's do HBN and let's get you to promote your business, you just got in, and she was super excited, you guys. So I'm excited. We're going to be doing these weekly. We're going to pick products. We're going to pick your brains, and we'll probably even do Q&As. So I want to thank you so much, Alicia, for taking your amazing time. Hopefully next time we can get you on video. If you guys are watching.
Definitely.
Yeah, you're awesome. I love you.
And I have one thing. I have one other thing to say. And this is a reinforcement and a reassurance factor here. These products have been around. These plants have been around. They're not going anywhere. Mm-hmm. So don't go sign up with another MLM company that's talking about, they have a proprietary blend or something. What in the heck is a proprietary blend? Excuse me. Okay. So what that means is that when the price goes up, they're going to change the formula again. And it's going to be another proprietary blend, and they're going to tell you they're changing the product packaging, but they're changing the effectiveness because they need to decrease cost, manufacturing costs, because they're manufacturing it somewhere. Also, you be careful about some of these companies that you join, because one company that Ann and I were in, we were in that company, and I don't know if I shared this with you, but some of the products that they made for that other company, and ask me how I know, but I can't tell you because you'll know a lot of my secrets. But some of the products was manufactured down where Clorox is also being manufactured in the same facility.
Wow, that's horrible.
Yep. So Guess what? Even if it's on the other side of the building, the toxic fumes have flown into those capsules that everybody was getting from the other company.
Wow.
Okay. So so if you don't understand manufacturing processes, maybe one time we'll talk about manufacturing process, but I've already done my homework with HBN. They certified, they have the seal. And when you have a seal of approval, your product, your ingredients is already in the organic patent world, so they own it.
Mm-hmm.
So anything that changes, it's regulated. Other MLM companies are not regulated, so be careful with that.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. See, I didn't know any of that either, so that's amazing. Okay, you guys, I don't want to keep you too long. I know it's a Friday night. Alicia, you're amazing. I can't wait for next week's episode.
Yes.
Healthy Talk. If you guys are seeing this on my timeline, reach out to me. If you're seeing it on Elisa's, reach out to her. If you're seeing it on somebody else's timeline, please reach out to them and ask how you can get these amazing products with HBN, how you can get into the opportunity, and how you can get in for free, right? So thank you guys for joining us for our first episode and many more of Healthy Talk. Thank you guys and have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Love you,
Take
girl.
care. Bye-bye.